Hello, Paler here, and we're back with Civilization VII, the part 2 of the Brush and Blade DLC. So, in the part 1, we've played with Toyotomi Hideyoshi, but now we are going to go and play with a new character, new leader.
죽고자 하면 살 것이고 살고자 하면 죽을 것이다.
Joseon. If I am butchering these names, I do apologize, and you guys are free to correct me on the comments on how to pronounce these names. So, Joseon seems to be, from what we can see of these leader abilities, someone is an admiral. So, we are going to have a play more geared towards naval conquest, naval whatever. So for that reason, you'll see later, we're going to pick the Archipelago map. We can quickly go here through his skills. So he can construct fleet commanders immediately after studying discipline, which is very cool. And you gain a free one once you discovered discipline and have a harbor building with access to the ocean. So that's quite cool. And defeating an enemy with a naval unit provides science equal 100% of the defeated unit's combat strength. So we will be gearing towards having some naval combat. We want to keep pushing it. Also, on the construction of science buildings, all our fleet commanders receive 10% XP. So we are also pushed towards having naval commanders, and plus 3 gold per age for every XP that a fleet commander gains. So this is going to be having fleet commanders everywhere, having them gain XP, having them push. So that's the idea. Unfortunately, we have this still locked, so we don't have combat strength for defending. And so now we are going to select Joseon. And okay, so here is where the change will be. So in the beginning, and some of you did point out that Carthage is incredible. It is incredible for this type of play in Archipelago and the full map thing. We can even have a quick look. You can only have a city, but you receive a double. Basically, you receive a merchant or a colonist every time you purchase or train one. But here, also these unique buildings are quite cool. But where is it? Is the next one? Yeah, there we go. Look at this tradition. +1 range for heavy naval units and -1 maintenance for naval units. This is incredibly strong. And also these other ones are quite good. But I have played, it's not on YouTube personally, I have played Carthage before. It was quite a cool civ to play. But I decided that I am going to do some role playing. Therefore, we are going to play the 3 Korean civilizations available. They will not be the best geared or suitable for naval gameplay. I know that. It's going to be a little bit harder for us. It's going to be more challenging. Maybe it doesn't even work, but we'll test it out. We'll see. So we will start with Silla. Now, is it Silla? Is it Silla? Is it... Actually, how do you pronounce this too? If you know, well, do let me know in the comments. So, Silla. I'm going to keep saying Silla, then you guys can pull your hair and correct me, so hopefully in next episodes I will correct this. So, their civilization ability. When you form an alliance, both leaders receive a free trade route from the other leader's capital. These trade routes do not go away when the alliance ends. So we are pushed to getting alliances early on. So I think this antiquity age might be an age where we are quite peaceful and we try to use our naval units to attack free cities or something like that. And you also get +1 influence for each civilization you have at least 1 trade route with. So that's cool. So if you have, imagine like 5 alliances, you get 5 trade routes, you get 5 influence. So it's all pushing and helping each other. So unique buildings. The unique quarter can be Sashal, I guess. Gives us +1 gold for every resource assigned to that city. That's also quite cool. And you do get the lecture hall, gets +3 culture and +1 culture density for wonders, +1 resource capacity if placed on the rough terrain. This is going to be quite good to get some more resource availability. And then the pagoda gives us more happiness and more influence if adjacent to natural wonders, mountains, and wonders. So yeah, we can have here a nice little boost of happiness and influence again. This influence, I think, will help us in the exploration age, where we do want to see, we want to have unique improvements in our lands. We can see that. Can go here really quick to Goryeo. And you can see, where was it? Oh, actually, oh no, there you go. Sorry about that. +1 culture on unique improvement in towns, +1 influence on unique improvement in cities. So if we do manage to get, in the second age, a lot of influence to get a lot of free cities on our sides and get their unique improvements, we are going to be golden there. So unique units from Silla, you have ranged units, which is good. I always like some ranged units, which has +1 more movement and +3 bombard strength. Counts as a cavalry unit. Oh wow, this bit I had not seen. So that is interesting. It is a ranged unit, but counts as a cavalry unit. So let's see how that works actually. And the unique merchants, when you create a trade route, gain +5 gold for the current relationship level with the leader. Ooh. Does not apply to city-states. Minimum's 5 gold. So we actually kind of want to delay these guys from what I get. Because when the trade route is created, you gain more golds per relationship level. So if your relationship is quite high, you're going to gain more gold. So it could be a point that we wait just a little bit to do that. Now, traditions. +1 gold and influence on resources assigned to trade outposts, towns. I don't do many of these, so that might not be the best. +2 happiness on resources in towns with a happiness building. Well, this can be useful. All trade routes between you and your allies grant food and production to both players. Okay, that's cool. It's a bit annoying that it also helps the other players. So if we have someone that's gaining on us, that won't be good. All trade routes between you and your allies grant science and culture to both players equal to 50% of the trade route. Okay, that's also good. Again, the same problem. If the guys are taking a head start on us, it will help them out. Yeah, I think that's going to be it over there. We are going to keep for now with Immortal. I think my next series is going to be my first deity difficulty. But here we're going to do everything. Map size, we are going to go with the standard map size. Don't know why it goes to small map size. I hope I hadn't had it in small for the other ones. Here, just to be sure, yes, I do like continuity. And we are going to go for the Archipelago map, right? Exactly. There we go. Just a quick check here on the advanced settings so you can see what's happening there. I think everything is normal around here. We can confirm, and I think we can start. So there we go. Joseon Korea. Oh, we have a couple of mementos. So what do we want? So I always go Imago Mundi, and I think maybe here will be less needed because we'll have more archipelagos. We're gonna need to put our scouts in the water. Not sure how that would work. If they can go straight away, I think I have to research something to get them into the water. So this might not be the strongest immediately, but it's still quite good on the Antiquity Age. Now, what do we want for the second one? Ooh, we got +5 healing for naval units. That one is new. And +3 influence per age. That one's also new. This, I think we'll be using this in the exploration age and in the modern age. But for now, I am not seeing us using that as much. Now, what do we want? We could get some more range from the trade routes, which could be good. We could start with an extra social policy slot. But I think I am going, ooh, +5 growth rate in cities for every specialist in that city. We won't have specialists that early, so this is not that needed. I think we're going to go expansionists first. Gonna go for a truly expansionist start. I think now that's it. Immortal difficulty, game standard speed, archipelago, map size, standard, continuity, Joseon, Silla, antiquity. Let's go. So yeah, I've been on holiday for a couple of weeks now, so I might be still trying to grab my bearings around recording again. But I do want to celebrate this beginning of the series because we just got to 50 subscribers. I do this recording of YouTube because I like playing my video games, and actually sharing my advancement is quite a nice hobby to have, but it's very good to see that we're gonna having subscribers, we're building a community. Many of you keep commenting on these videos, and I really do appreciate it. I've been learning a lot from them, and it does help the feeling that you guys are going around watching. Sometimes you agree with me, sometimes you won't, but that's all fine and all good. But that's it. We always learn from each other. So yeah, hooray, 50 subscribers. Okay, but I think I'll put a cut in here just until the loading occurs, and then we'll be back to playing Joseon.
Though the numbers may be against you, Admiral Yi, you build your plans following the currents and tides. The great wave may darken the horizon, but like the rocks of Myeongyang, when it breaks, you will remain implacable, unmovable, unwilling to surrender. Take up your post and hold your people fast against the tide.
There we go. Actually, I think I won't even have to cut anything because I just spoke through the bit that took the longest. Okay, so just a quick reminder, we need to get fleet commanders, get them out, get them gaining experience, getting them science, because I didn't say this, but I think I would like to try going for a scientific victory. I'll go for any victory that's available to me, but I would like to go for a scientific victory. Okay, let's see where we are. So usually I tend to not have any problems settling in place or doing restarts. I kind of like to see where I go with it. So it happened last series with Toyotomi that my start wasn't the best, but I do try to keep going unless I see that it's really going to become a slog. So right now here I am considering keeping this. Do we have a map tag? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I really do love these map tabs. I'm always counting like 1, 2, 3 just to check if I get everything. This is just going to make my life easier. I think we might go here. Now, we do have a situation, but I think with Archipelago, we will always have this situation where we don't have a lot of land tiles to work. But if I settle here, I have a couple space to extend my districts around here. Hopefully there's no resource, I mean, here. I think we're going to settle in place. I don't see why not. We have some nice production over here. We don't have a lot of growth, so I think we might have to go here on this area. The elephants, what did they give us? Yeah, tropical, plains, and desert biome. None of these are... Is any of this tropical? No. Forest. Is this a desert? No, these are plains. No, tundra. Oh, as if it's tundra. Oh, we are really down south on the map, which is not bad. So it means that we won't have a lot of competition down here. Okay. Paler, stop talking and start playing, I think. Seorabeol. Oh my goodness, this is getting worse and worse to pronounce these names. Okay, we are going to try and go scouts straight away. But we do want to get a ship out. That is for sure. And we got agriculture. Sorry. Okay. The scouts. Let me already start. So, where is it? Search, indeed. Ooh, pet the doggo. Let's pet the doggo. Oh, oh my god, look at those chains around the dogs. Oh, nice catch. Okay, what do we have? Alright, that's not bad at all. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. We don't catch this fish, but this is not that bad. Thought we were going to have just a tiny little island over there. I'm gonna go double scout. To start, I'm feeling we are semi-safe here, so no need for the warrior. Now, here. Allows all standard land units to traverse. This is mandatory, I believe, for now. We'll see where we're gonna get afterwards. I wouldn't mind having the hanging gardens. Plus 10 growth rate in all cities and 1 expansion attribute point, which reminds me I have a point to spend. Oh my goodness. There you go. Okay. Well, that was weird. There was here a weird thing that this thing wasn't straight up in the middle. Not sure what that was about. But yeah, we do want to have some growth because honestly, I'm not really sure how it's going to work out with all these tiles on the water. So we want to have some growth in our cities and in our towns. All right. Ooh, we have something down there. I don't think we're going to be beaten to it. So let me push forward here. Okay, we can now grow. These guys are going to give us food, which is quite interesting. And these give us production. I am more concerned with growing, honestly. So I think I'm going to go into the water. I could have gotten here actually for some culture. That wasn't the smartest move there because I would also have gotten some food. It is okay. It is okay. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I am not really fussed about placing here a fishing quay. So we're just going to take it a little bit slow over here. Okay. And there is our problem right now. Because we can't cross, exactly, we can't cross water. It's going to be good for us in a way, because it means that no one can cross through land over here. So we are protected over there. Everything is going to have to be by sea. But it is going to put a damper on our exploration for 7 turns. Okay. So in that scenario, the scout is not the best option. Indeed, it is not. Do I want to put a hold on that scout? Honestly, no. I think it's going to be fine. We have a couple of dead turns between quotes. Okay, I think we have a growth moment now. And I do want to catch this fish. So we can place it. Immediately went there. And thank you for reminding me that there is this unassign all button. I hadn't seen it before and completely blind, like YouTuber blindness to it. And I was just clicking on everything one by one. This must have been the most boring thing for you guys to watch and screaming at the screen like, there is a button for it. Well, thank you. I got it now. Let's hope that I don't forget about it, which is the second biggest problem there. Here go the doggos. Okay. Oh, crap. What was I saying that it wasn't that bad? Oh, God. Very well. Do I really want to have already the fishing quay here? I tend to not, in the capital, I tend to not like that much. And I think we had this discussion already with some of you guys about having some of these warehouse buildings in our capital. It will help us grow quite fast, but I tend not to like to have them in the capital because then you can't really replace these ageless buildings. But I am wondering. I'm going to delay my decision by making a warrior here. But I am continuously wondering. There we go. We can go there and have a peek to what we can see. Same thing here. Let's see. Okay. Maybe a city over here. So. Or over here. It's not the thing I like the most, honestly. Where am I going to expand? That is a good question. I'd like to see more around here. I think here could be a good area. Let's move you there and spot some terrain. So, going back to my idea. Okay, we have some more over there. This is also a nice little spot, actually. A city here would be interesting. Let me see. Ooh, it is red. Someone is around here. Somewhere. We would be competing for these elephants. Let me place this here just as a quick reminder that it is there. But someone is around here. So, as I was saying, having an ageless building from the beginning seems somewhat wasteful in a way. It might help us grow, but it seems somewhat wasteful to have. Because then you can't place anything there, and I might want to put an arbor. It's not an arbor that it's called. Like some of the older age buildings around here, or even a wonder, I might want to place it around here. And having then the fishing boat might not be the best, because it just gives us +1 for fishing boats in the settlement. Not really sure there. Okay, now we could now start getting our unique units. I clicked on the wrong thing. Let me see the tree. I would like... So the pyramids, we don't have navigable rivers nor minor rivers, so it doesn't really interest us that much. We could want this. Where can we... It must be adjacent to a river. Do we have a river? We do have a river here. Maybe we could place it in one of these tiles. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this one. No, I would like to start here, maybe. Yeah, let's start here. Like a cow or something there. Okay. Now we got there. All right. Let us get some culture in. There we go.
With this flame, and I drive away the foe and the sand from thy feet.
Very well. We want to go production, I think, and science already. Although, do we? I think... Oh boy, I keep... No, resource trades. Okay. Oh, now it has a little number there. Was that from the new update? That is quite cool. I kind of want more culture right now. And I want to see this. Okay. So when we go for discipline, we will get an army commander and a fleet commander. Now, do we want to go straight to it? Or what do we have here? Okay. We might want to start getting some of these in. They feel less needed. Although this merchant and a tradition slot over there and another tradition slot over there. Actually, let's start getting these in. Okay, and hopefully that will also, with some of these goody huts, it will help us out a little bit. So we can choose a government. Now, the big question here. Will we make wonders? Maybe. Production towards wonders is quite good. We get some influence. We get some more culture. We are not going to be conquering anyone. So despotism is not going to be one of the things we select, although the science is quite good. No, that one is not going to be oligarchy. What does it give us? Production towards buildings, purchasing. This is good, but I think... Wow, that is also very nice. I think we're going to go here. We might be able to snatch a couple of wonders. Yeah, let's go here. We get some more culture. This is going to be, we hope, a more peaceful start of our game compared to the other ones, because we do want to have allies. Wow, that was a weird movement there. But interesting. Okay. Now, you need to go get that. I'm not really sure. I think you guys can go into the water and snatch those things. So we will get some more culture. We're really going to go through this culture bit. Okay. Now, this is a very strong tile. And we could go here. But if we want to get the hanging gardens, we need to be close to a river, and this is the only river available. So I think, again, I'm going to delay this, which would be very helpful right now, and go into this direction. And leave this open in case we want to do some hanging gardens, shenanigans over there. Okay. Now, can you reach? Yes, you can. So you're going to snatch that. For us over here, we could now start, I think is the next turn, we could start thinking about a settler. Ooh, we are going to straight away go for a galley there. There we go. Now, let's move here. There you go. Now, the big question. Do we want to start fighting these guys or become their friends? So you guys can't do anything. Let me see. Oh well. This is actually not even a bad... it's not a lot of food. What is this? Plus production in the capital. Ooh, that's actually quite interesting. And some dates. Now, if I place a city tack here, I get a lot of these guys. But, oh yeah, there's a river over there. We might want to place it there, actually. Can I take the city tack quickly? No. How do I remove it? Just by clicking on top of it? Yeah. Click to delete. There you go, Powder. Just read a little bit. It won't cost you that much. Okay, so this might be hard, but with this quadrireme that we are building, with this galley, actually, we might be able to take them out from over there. Okay, and this could be an interesting city, town over here. Okay, now us. So we get some science at the cost of food. I think I will accept this. There you go.
Bird watches butterflies.
I said a cost of food, but it's a cost of gold. Sorry. I just lose the food because I don't get it. So, very well. Let's then work now towards the hanging gardens. See what we can get there. We could also start going for the library. But let us continue over here. Okay. Now I kind of want you to move through here. Let's go over there. Okay. Go next turn. Very well. Here doesn't seem to be... Well, here could be an interesting secondary spot for another city. What could we get around here? We would have a lot of overlap there. I kind of like my cities a little bit more spread out. So we can't get the fish over there. There is something around here somewhere, someone. These are red. Maybe is it because it's too south? I don't know. So here we would have some space around. But not the most interesting. I will drop this pin around here, but not the most interesting spots. Okay.
How brilliant is the autumn
Nice.
field, ripe with the fruit of enlightenment beneath the full moon.
Okay. We can have some... Again, always clicking on the wrong thing. Because now I see there the turns and I'm like, oh, that has to be a mistake. Yeah. None of these work for us now. Now these guys, mountainous terrain, natural wonder. If placed adjacent to a wonder. Let's see if we could get... Ooh. Now this is annoying because over here would be a very good spot. Oh, we can't even, because we do need to place a district over here. Haha. Interesting. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we get when we get the hanging gardens, if we can get something out of it. Okay. We are going to go full culture, but first, let me select it in case something weird happens. And the Emil Bell also. Yeah, we could get already... Let's go here. Let's go see if we can quickly snatch this wonder as well. Discovery choice. Let's get some more culture. There we go. Brilliant. And around here... Okay. Influence could be quite good. Oh, I am not thinking right, because I could just start befriending these guys and then incorporate them later. Okay, I like that idea. And in the meantime, I can attack them and gain some points, I think. Problem is, we still do not have our fleet commander, fleet admiral. Okay, so in one turn we're going to have the 170 required to start this, so I'm not really fussed about that. And over here we get some more science, so I'm more into that. Okay, let's keep commanding this unit. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are going to try and incorporate these guys. That's going to be our goal over there. So one turn.
All are made of...
There we go. I just went... I don't know why. My brain was geared towards war. I think it was because we want to have... Ooh, these bastards are going to get to me. Okay. It is quite interesting, this idea of the archipelago. We can see a lot of these. You guys can go back. There's no point. Well, can just move them here. Just do a little bit of peeking. Yeah, that happened. Get in the water. Oh, goodness. So, these guys are going to kill us either way. I'm going to lose this one. Now, this is interesting. Now, you. What do you gain around here? These guys, we might take them on. And I don't mind losing this to just reach out for the science. It's going to be A-okay. Around here, let's spot some more terrain. All right. Now, here with the map tech, real quick. Yeah, we don't gain much of that. And maybe around here, we would get a little bit better city or something here at the corner. It would be prone to attack from every side, which is not great, but it would be a very nice point of control over here. Okay, so as a goal, we are going to start attacking these guys, and we are going to try and incorporate Phaistos. All right. We're there. Here we're going to take 29 turns. Jesus. All right. Next turn, do we have anything unlocked that we want to use right now? No. You guys can just come here and peek real quick. Yeah, as I thought. There's nothing interesting over there. We're going to lose this guy now. Oh my goodness. You have survived. That is incredible. Can you reach here? Let's see if we can reach here while we send you over there. Okay. Just a final peek, and it's the end of the map. This is actually not that bad for us. We just have like a little spot here, quite well protected. We need to be careful if another Civ just decides to stupidly forward settle this place, which we might want. Oh, now the Kaori, I do like that one. Let's see. Yeah, this could be something. Here could also be something. Fortunately, there we would lose everything. Here. Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I have to think about settling down here because the 10% gold is also quite good. Jade is always quite good. Let's have a thought about it. Okay, next turn. We're going through the turns here. Okay, we have a growth moment over there. We're still 14 turns. Irrigation. Yeah, irrigation is what's going to give us the hanging gardens over there. Growth. Okay, we do have some space around here for some of the construction. We have some production over there, but I do like this idea. Getting some happiness, getting some culture. Let's go. We are growing quite nicely.
In the third month,
Oh,
a
there we
comet
go.
appeared in the southeast, and a dragon flew past Mount Yangsan.
There we are. Policies, there's nothing we can do right now. Okay, now you, great. Galley is already a level 2 one. Interesting. Now, just to have it quite clear, defeating an enemy with a naval unit, alright. That is fine, so we can already start coming through here and any enemy, right? Exactly. So this galley is gonna start giving us science. Just parking it over there and smacking the crap out of these guys. That's gonna be it. Great stuff. Now, around here, we can place the Emil Bell. So, that is interesting. Because I am afraid that if I place it here, I will lose my access to do the hanging gardens over here. 41 turns is a lot of turns also. I think, and it will have us a little bit, I think we can do a district from a wonder, if I am not mistaken. So it won't stop us from expanding the districts over here. And I do need to keep that in mind because district placement is going to be quite complicated here on these islands. I think I am going to accept this here, which will lose us some production, which is unfortunate. But let's go for it. 41 turns is a lot of turns. We could also start a settler. Can we purchase a settler? A settler will cost us 200. I think we're going to go there by making money or some of the goody huts to get a settler to start pushing some of these things forward. Let's see. I could now jump quickly to discipline just to get a fleet commander, which I think I will. And then we're going to jump in here to get the rest of this. So let's go there. Hopefully we will get some culture over here. And you. Yes, come. Ooh, okay. We have some friendly guys over here. That is nice. Yep. Go over there. Can we cross? That is interesting. Okay. Could befriend them. I see only a semi... I was going to say waste of influence. It's not really a waste. Because they will give us some bonuses. I don't think I want to incorporate it, even though they will give us iron. But I don't see this as the most favorable city or town to have. So let's go here. Okay. We are going to get some production there. Nice. We shaped off a couple of turns, which is great. I want to get you here to heal. And you are going to wait the second turn over there. Now, you can come through here. Could go exploring over there, but I think I will just purchase or produce another galley. Okay, you go there. And we come in. Okay. Culture or science? Let's get in the culture. Let's get in the culture. Okay, now you.
The tourist should get
Whoa.
another lens.
Ha ha.
See straight inside. Wouldn't
Uluru.
see Big Rock then. He would see that Kunia living right inside there as from the beginning.
Oh, and camels over there. Be the first to discover a natural wonder. Nice. Okay. Indeed. We want to get rid of these guys and place, I think, a settler down here. Let's get you healing for a little bit. I don't want you to just quickly die to a one-shot thing. Although it is an interesting, just gives us a +6. +2 culture on improvements on desert terrain. Ooh. Plus a Petra on this side could be interesting, but it is indeed a deserty area around here. Maybe we will spot a nice little place for a city. Okay. Now, let's start moving forwards with you. Oh. Can we start getting... Okay, let's try to start get some points over here. You can stay put over there. Now, you. Let me just spot some terrain just to be sure. Okay, so we have this guy going forwards over there. We have a lot of terrain over here, but that means 10 turns, while here it means like 5 turns. I think we're going to just try and move you around. And these guys are going to go working on the same area, which is going to be fine. But we do want to discover what's up there. Okay, yes, indeed. Here would be a great place for a city. Let me try and think about that. What would I like a city here? So we have a lot of production over here. This is a very production heavy one, but there's not a lot of space. We know we can get rid of this guy. If we place it here, we're going to be a bit stuck because we can't go anywhere. Here is also not one of the best, and we lose access to one of those those camels. What about here? We have space around here to go about. We lose a lot of connections to the city center. About here. Here is also not that bad. We gain the cowrie over there. What do we lose? We lose the dates and the cotton over there. Actually, here might be the spot. I still am not really a fan of having these 2 tiles blocked. But already a district here would get a bunch of bonuses. The thing is, here would be a great science district. And we would be very far away from it. We would need to build around it. Interesting. I'll keep it there for now, and we'll think about it. Okay. There are a lot of points over there. And we could start moving you here. Okay. Now, you didn't manage to kill anyone. That's great. And we're going to put an extra turret in here. Okay. Oh, I seem to be getting a phone call here that I kind of need to call back. So unfortunately, this episode is going to be slightly shorter than usual. But that's going to be all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, the beginning of this series. And if you did, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're enjoying this series or my Warhammer 3 series, don't forget to drop a subscribe. It does help you keep up to date with my latest releases, and it does help the channel out. Let's start working on the 100 subscribers. And if you have any tips, tactics, or suggestions, do drop them on the comments, because I'm always eager to learn from the games that I'm playing with you guys. But that is all for today. Have a good one.